Good morning. Y'all up? It is Nyota, your adaptability coach and leadership strategist, giving you tips and tricks on how to be more adaptable, using your hard-earned skills to be a leader in your home, a leader in your business, to be more adaptable. Be more, do more, have more. Today's sponsor is brought to you by my Under Armour walking app. I miss my Sleep Number bed. And should you be doing that? So I've been doing a 3-day series of healthy, wealthy, and wise. Talking about what it means to be healthy from top to bottom, healthy in your mind, healthy in your heart, healthy in your body. How to be not just wealthy, but abundant, right? And today we're going to talk about how to be wise. Are you wise? Wisdom in your body, that sort of thing, right? So just like the other day, we start from top to bottom and we scan all the way down to the bottom of our feet. So at the top of our head, just thinking about always having that spiritual connection, connecting with God, universe, your higher power. For me, I say God, but it's whatever you like, right? So connecting and feeling that warm energy of just everything that God has for you, being for you, letting God download to you from the top of your head, just downloading to you and moving down through your head. And we're talking about wisdom, not accepting blindly what you see, right? Accepting things as the status quo. So as you're looking with your eyes, not just your physical eyes, but, you know, the eyes of that don't look right, or that's how we've always done it. Don't just accept that. And thinking about what goes on in your head, wisdom and knowledge are not the same. Knowledge can be figures and facts and books and things that you read. But when you take the time to enact, take action, use those facts to do, that's when wisdom comes about, right? And wisdom is always, this is one that can be hard, but you're going to do it. Wisdom is learning from your mistakes. So if you've done something before, it's learning from your mistakes, and not just learning from your mistakes, honey. You're supposed to be learning from other people's mistakes. That is what it is about. So you're not having to make these same mistakes. That's what a testimony is, right? To give you an opportunity to learn from other people's mistakes. Moving down to your throat. And this is where your voice comes from. This is being a version of your true, authentic self, right? So when it's time to be your true, authentic self, it is important for you to set boundaries, and set boundaries for what you will accept, what you won't accept, and respect other people's boundaries. There's wisdom in that. When people are telling you, no, they don't want to do that. Yes, they would do that, but only in this way. It's about setting boundaries and respecting other people's boundaries. And when we're talking about doing the scan in our body, even when it comes to our workouts, there's wisdom, right? You know good and well, you don't have no business trying to go to the CrossFit gym and do all of the exercises as prescribed when you haven't been to the gym since last year. Is there wisdom in that? Is there wisdom in pushing your body to a point where you know that's not what you're supposed to be doing? So there is wisdom in listening to your body, wisdom and listening to your mind, listening to your heart, and listening to people that you respect, right? Part of being wise is the 5 people you hang around. This never gets old, right? Because we are the sum of the 5 people that we hang around. So take a moment to think about those people that you hang around. Think think about how much money they make. Think about the opportunities they have. Think about how happy they are in their personal lives and their professional lives. And know that you are a part of that number, right? And are you bringing down? Like, are you bringing down the number? Or are you bringing up the number? So take some time to look at the people that you hang around and see if everybody is doing things that you really don't want to be doing. Realize that you're doing that stuff too, or you wouldn't be a part of the group. But take that time to look at yourself, look at the people you hang around, and there's wisdom and learning from that group, and there's wisdom in wanting to up-level your group, okay? Moving down to your heart space. There is wisdom in love. There is wisdom in receiving love. You know, a lot of us are very open to giving love, but we're not open to receiving love. Give yourself an opportunity to give and receive. Just like as we're talking about in this heart space, you know, that's where our lungs and things are. So that the exchange of giving oxygen and receiving, you know, receiving oxygen and giving off carbon dioxide, it is a part of a cycle that feeds into another cycle. So when you're thinking about your heart, allow it to give and receive. There is wisdom in love, right? There is wisdom in love. Moving down to your stomach. And stomach is where I talk about intuition, right? It doesn't feel good in my gut, or it just feels right. I know it. I know it's going to work. Trust that intuition. Dive into that intuition and believe in your intuition. Nurture that. That's a skill right there. There's sometimes you just know it's just not right. Right? Moving down into your hips, into your pelvis, into your root chakra, being grounded, being able to be grounded in not just spiritual practices, but teachings that are stable, like the 7 habits of effective people, reading the Bible, reading the Quran, and not for religious sake, but for information's sake. And knowing that you can be grounded in information. You could be grounded in things that you know for yourself. You could be grounded in things not because somebody told you, but what you know to be true for yourself. And a lot of that grounding can come from your relationship with God, spiritual universe, and the knowledge that you learn for yourself. So be grounded in your truth, and not just your version of the truth. Get the actual truth. Right? Because a lot of people like to say, well, that's my truth. I'm not negating your truth, but if your truth is not based on facts, it's real easy for you to just roll up on people. That's my truth. Well, your truth is wrong. Okay? Your truth is wrong. Okay? So get some facts and then be grounded on that and be able to take action on it and not just hold on to the knowledge, but be able to actually turn that into wisdom. Does that make sense? Moving down to your thighs and your knees. I like to talk about the thighs because it's the hamstrings, because they're tied to your back. You know, when I was in the military, we'd always talk about NCOs being the backbone. When you think about your back and how it keeps you up straight, and that's tied to your hamstrings. So if your hamstrings are tight, it's because your back is tight. And so I think it's very important to make sure that you are being able to sit up straight based on what you believe, what you know, what you want to know, being inquisitive, right? When you know more, you act different, right? And moving down to your calves, your ankles, and we're looking into the body part of that, making sure you're keeping those things supple. Stretch them out. The body is all connected. So make sure that you are stretching. And moving down to your feet. This was my favorite one. If you are wise, you don't be jumping to conclusions. This was my favorite one. I just had to say that. Don't jump to conclusions, right? Give yourself the grace to go through. Does that make sense? Is that what I said? Is that what I heard? Asking people to repeat themselves, understanding what you think you heard as opposed to what you actually heard. So don't be jumping to conclusions. Okay? So that was today's lesson in adaptability on wisdom. How do you want to use your wisdom to make the world a better place, to make your community a better place? Let me get away from the street. To make your community a better place, to make your household a better place, right? Does that look like more money, more opportunities, more help, more healing? A path for that for me to be able to help and heal, not just my community, but me, was through entrepreneurship. So I would love to invite you to my free 5-day challenge on starting your business or side hustle from scratch. There is a link in the description, and we'd love to have you. It's free, don't cost nothing, but you gain everything. You know, if you're kind of on the fence, deciding if you want to start a business, kind of on the fence, deciding if you want to start a side hustle, kind of on the fence if you know this is something that you want your son or daughter to do, have them come through to the challenge, and they get to try it out. So come into our group. We have a few people in there already, and we are waiting for you. This has been Nyota, your adaptability coach and leadership strategist, teaching you tips and tricks to be more adaptable, using your hard-earned skills to be more, do more, have more. It has been, thank you for walking with me, and have a great day. Enjoy your walk.